want you to explain it to us.
Ìṣe la fẹ́ kó o ṣe àlàyé fún wa.
Brethren today,
àwọn ará lónìí,
when they meet servants of God,
nígbà tí wọ́n bá pàdé ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run,
what they expect
ohun tí wọ́n ń retí
is that they should prophesy into their life.
òun ni kí wọ́n sọ àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ sínú ayé wọn.
They do not seek
Wọn kì í wá
to know
láti mọ̀
what is in the Bible.
ohun tí ń bẹ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run.
We love to be spoon-fed.
Ó máa ń wù wá ká máa fi nǹkan nù wá.
And doesn't cause grow.
Ìdí nìyí a ò sì dàgbà.
How is it wrong to prophesy
Sọ
your
pé
life?
ó kùnà láti máa sọ àsọtẹ́lẹ̀.
Come to me, I will also go into your life.
Tó o bá wá bẹ́ẹ̀ mi gan pẹ̀lú ìwé àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ sínú ayé rẹ̀.
But it's not best.
Ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe ọ̀nà tó dára jù.
You can become a prophet too.
Ó lè di wòlíì pẹ̀lú.
And you can speak forth the word of God.
Ó sì lè sọ ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run jáde.
There are things you don't even need to pray about.
Àwọn nǹkan kan tí ẹ wà tí ò nílò kó o gbàdúrà
When
nípa
your
rẹ̀.
eyes open with the word of God.
Nígbà tí ojú rẹ̀ ṣí sí ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run.
I was out of a bank one day.
Mo ń jáde láti ilé ìfowópamọ́sí lọ́jọ́.
We were in the same church many years ago.
Arákùnrin kan wà tó pé a ti jọ wà nínú ìjọ kan náà
I
rí.
became a prophet.
Ó sì ti di wòlíì.
We see visions, revelations.
Ó máa ń ríran àsọtẹ́lẹ̀.
And so he pulled out of our church and he went to start the work.
Wọ́n fa ìjọ wáyá, wọ́n sì lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjọ tiwọn.
Mi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Wọ́n kúrò nínú ìjọ, wọ́n wá lọ bá ìjọ tiwọn sílẹ̀.
And so he met me in the banking hall.
Wọ́n bá mi pàdé nílé ìfowópamọ́sí.
We came out together.
Àjọ jáde papọ̀.
He said, excuse me, sir.
Wọ́n ní ẹ wá.
As I saw you,
Mo ṣe wá wò.
I saw the host of heaven around you.
Mo rí àwọn ogun ọ̀run tó yí ká.
In my heart,
Lọ́kàn mi.
I said, "Ṣógun èṣù ni ó yí mi ká."
And I said, is it the host of the hell that will surround me?
Do I need prophecy for that?
Ṣé mo nílò àsọtẹ́ fún eléyìí?
What else should surround me?
Kí ló retí pé kó yí mi ká?
Ogun ayé.
Is it the host of this house?
I just walk away. I just said, this brother is boyish.
Mo ní ọ̀dọ́ sì ni ọkùnrin yìí bó ti ẹ̀jẹ̀ àgbàlagbà mo ṣàkóso mi kúrò lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀.
What is the meaning of that one?
Kí ni ìtumọ̀ tó ń sọ?
Is that a prophecy?
Ṣé àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ wà lélẹ̀?
That one, I don't need prophecy.
Èmi ò nílò àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ fún
I
mi.
found it in the word of God.
Èmi ti rí mú ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run.
Innumerable number of angels.
Àwọn áńgẹ́lì tí ò níye.
They encamp round about those that fear him.
Wọ́n yí àwọn tó bẹ̀rù Olúwa ká.
It's just there.
Ó ti wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
I don't need to call for angels to surround me.
Mi ò nílò láti pe àwọn áńgẹ́lì pé kí wọ́n yí mi ká.
They surround me. They surround you.
Wọ́n yọ ká, wọ́n yí mi ká.
So when that young man was fidgeting,
Nígbà tí
Elisha said, Lord, open his eyes.
nígbà tí ìránṣẹ́ wòlíì yìí tó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dẹ̀tì jìnnìjìnnì ó sọ fún pé kó farabalẹ̀.
He said the Lord should open his eyes.
Wọ́n lọ sí ọ lójú.
Elisha didn't pray and said, Lord, send horsemen and chariots of fire.
Elijah sọ wípé Olúwa rán àwọn kẹ̀kẹ́ ogun àti àwọn ogun ọ̀run láti yí wa káàkiri.
No.
Kò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
He knew they were there.
Ó ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti
He
lọ.
said, Lord, open his eyes.
Ó ní Olúwa
That he may see.
àlejò kò lè
And when
rí
he
mi.
saw,
Nígbà tó sì wá rí
wow.
ẹ̀mí yà á.
You don't need prophecy for certain things.
O ò nílò kán sọ àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ fún àwọn nǹkan kan.
They're just taking your money.
Wọ́n kàn gba owó rẹ ni.
And if I prophesy now, you will not give me money.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni bá sì wá sọ àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ sí ọ sí ìsìn èrò fún un.
So they came to Ezra,
Wọ́n á bá Ezra.
and their desire
Wọ́n wá fẹ́.
is not that Ezra should prophesy into their lives.
Pé kì í ṣe pé kàkó sọ àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ sínú ayé wọn.
We want to understand.
A fẹ́ kó yé wa.
Why are we like this?
Kí ni ìdí tá a fi rí bá a ṣe
We
rí?
don't want to be like this anymore.
A ò fẹ́ wà báyìí mọ́.
We want to be the way God designed us to be.
a fẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí Ọlọ́run ṣe rẹ̀ wá kárí.
That will not be possible
eléyìí ò sì ní ṣeéṣe
except
àyàfi
we understand His mind.
tí a bá ní òye.
Read it and explain it.
ìwọ bá wa kà á kó o sì ṣe àlàyé.
And then they began.
wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀.
And so you see how beautiful it is, verse 14. I found written in the law, which the Lord had commanded by Moses, that the children of Israel should dwell in booths in the feast of the 7th month.
wọ́n sì rí akọ nínú ìwé òfin tí Olúwa ti palẹ̀ àṣẹ lọ́wọ́ Mósè pé kí àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì gbé inú àgọ́ ní àsè oṣù keje.
It is as they study.
bí wọ́n ṣe ń kà ní.
And when God spoke to me
nígbà tí ó bá mi sọ̀rọ̀.
that I will leader my people this December,
pé lọ́kọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn mi jọ ní oṣù kejìlá
it
yìí.
shall be the Feast of Tabernacles.
yóò sì jẹ́ àsè àgọ́.
As He told me.
ohun tó sọ fún mi nìyí.
I wrote it down.
mo sì kọ sílẹ̀.
I wrote the date down.
mo sì kọ ọjọ́ tó bá mi sọ sílẹ̀.
So I needed to go and search the scriptures.
mo wá nílò láti lọ wá ọ̀nà ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run.
It was as I was searching the scriptures,
ibi tí mo ti ń wá.
I realized
èmi mo wá rí i pé
that the Feast of Tabernacle
pé àjọ àgọ́
spans over 8 days.
pé ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ ló máa ń gbà.
So it dawned on me.
ó wá sí ọkàn mi.
It'd be a big problem
bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ìṣòro ńlá ni.
that if we're going to actually, not Jewish law, but if we're going to have a shadow of what we are talking about, then this meeting should be for 8 days.
pé tá a bá ṣe àwòjíji ohun tí àwọn Júù ṣe a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ìpàdé yìí ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ.
And that's why we came here since today.
ìdí nìyí tó fi jẹ́ pé a ti wá sí láti ọjọ́ mi.
Normally, this meeting kickstart yesterday.
àná gan ló yẹ ká ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀.
What they found in the book of the law
ohun tí wọ́n rí nínú ìwé òfin Olúwa.
was that
ó ní pé
in the feast of the 7th month,
ní ọjọ́ keje ọjọ́ keje àsè oṣù keje.
see it in verse 14, the last part.
ní àsè oṣù keje.
The feast of the 7th month
àsè oṣù keje
is also another name for the Feast of Tabernacles.
ó jẹ́ àsè míì fún àjọ àgọ́. orúkọ mi.
Yes. Excuse me, please. They saw
wọ́n rí
the Lord commanding
Olúwa tó ń palẹ̀ àṣẹ
that they should publish and proclaim in all their cities and in Jerusalem.
pé kí wọ́n kéde rẹ̀ ní gbogbo Jerusalem àti ìlú wípé
go forth
unto
the mount
lọ sí orí òkè
and fetch olive branches
kí ẹ sì mú ẹ̀ka igi olífì
and pine branches
àti ẹ̀ka igi pílè.
Can you read that for me in NIV?
ṣe lè kà fún mi nínú ẹ̀dà NIV.
Is there anybody carrying NIV? I'm already in verse 15.
ẹsẹ̀ kẹẹ̀ẹ́dógún.
And that they should proclaim this word and spread it throughout their towns and in Jerusalem.
They should proclaim this word
pé kí wọ́n kéde ọ̀rọ̀ yìí
and spread it throughout their towns and in Jerusalem.
kí wọ́n sì tàn káàkiri gbogbo ìlú àti Jerusalem.
Yes. Go out into the hill country
ẹ lọ sí àwọn ìlú òkè
and bring back branches
kí ẹ sì mú àwọn ẹ̀ka igi padà
from olive
láti
and wild olive.
trees.
Now I want you to take note.
mo fẹ́ kí ẹ ṣàkíyèsí.
Either, even though I'm not thinking I should open the New Testament now,
mo máa rò pé kí n tiẹ̀ sí májẹ̀mú láéláé báyìí.
so so that it won't slow me down looking at the time,
pé bá a ṣe ń wà àkókò kó má bàa ṣe jẹ́ kí ìrìn wa kó lọ.
I want to remind you
mo fẹ́ rán ọ létí.
of what, you can sit down my brother, thank you,
ẹ jókòó.
of what our elder brother Paul wrote
ohun tí Pọ́ọ̀lù ẹ̀gbọ́n wa tó kọ
when he began to talk about Israel as olive and the Gentiles as wild olive.
nígbà tó ń kọ́ wípé Ísírẹ́lì jẹ́ ólífì àti àwọn kèfèrí wọ́n jẹ́.
What is wild olive in Yoruba Bible? Is it Ororo Olifi? I'm trying to remember and I can't even remember. Can you locate that place for me in the Bible now? Is it in Romans?
nínú ìwé Rome ẹ jẹ́ kí á wò.
Romans 11 verse 17.
Róòmù orí kọkànlá ẹsẹ̀ kẹtàdínlógún.
Yes, and if some of the branches be broken off, and thou being a wild olive tree, wert grafted in among them, and with them partakest of the root and fatness of the olive tree.
ṣùgbọ́n bí a bá ya nínú àwọn ẹ̀ka kúrò tí a sì lọ́ ìwọ́ tí
Tí a sì lọ́
tá a sì lọ́ ìwọ́ tí í ṣe igi òróró tí í ṣe igi òróró ìgbẹ́ sára wọn tí ìwọ ti ń bá wọn pín nínú gbòǹgbò àti ọ̀rá igi òróró náà.
Now, I think I should look at that. Verse 17, ba? Ṣùgbọ́n bí a bá yà nínú àwọn ẹ̀ka kúrò tí a sì lọ́ ìwọ tí í ṣe igi òróró ìgbẹ́sára òróró, is it òróró? Igi òróró ìgbẹ́, the army is very, very wrong. Ìgbẹ́ is wild. Igi òróró ìgbẹ́, alright, igi òróró ìgbẹ́ sára wọn tí wọ́n sì ń bá wọn pín nínú gbòǹgbò àti ọ̀rá igi òróró náà, alright, I think igi òróró ìgbẹ́
ni.
That's wild. Wild cultivar. Paul looked at the Israelites
Pọ́ọ̀lù ó wo àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì
as the correct olive tree,
gẹ́gẹ́ bí igi òróró tó tọ́.
and he looked at the Gentiles
ó sì wo àwọn aláìgbàgbọ́.
because this letter was written to the Romans,
torí pé a kọ ìwé yìí sí àwọn ará Róòmù
who are Gentiles,
àwọn tó jẹ́ kèfèrí
and by extension to us,
àti pé sí àwa.
and he called us wild olive tree.
ó wá pè wá ní igi òróró ìgbẹ́.
If you get into the bush,
tẹ́ bá dé inú ìgbẹ́
you will see wild orange.
ẹ ó rí àwọn òrombó tó jẹ́ ti inú ìgbẹ́.
They are not edible.
wọn ò ṣe é mu.
Àwọn tá a gbé lóko ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. They call it the wild cultivar.
wọ́n máa ń pè ní òrombó ti ìgbẹ́.
Scientists,
àwọn onímọ̀ sáyẹ́nsì
most cases,
ní ọ̀pọ̀ ìgbà
such wild plants,
àwọn igi inú ìgbẹ́ yìí
they are bigger
wọ́n máa ń tóbi
than the normal ones.
ju àwọn tí
Their
a
fruits
máa ń lò
are
lọ.
bigger.
wọ́n máa ń tóbi.
Their fruits.
Èso wọn náà máa ń tóbi.
But they are poisonous.
Ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n jẹ́ tó lè pani lára.
So they will go and take the seed of the wild cultivar.
Wọ́n wá lọ mú èso àwọn òrombó inú ìgbẹ́ yìí. Irúgbìn rẹ̀ yìí.
And then they will cross it with the natural one.
Wọ́n wá ṣe papọ̀ pẹ̀lú tí èyí tá a máa mu.
And then they have a bigger fruits.
A wà ní èso èyí tó tóbi.
And then they call it hybrid.
Wọ́n wá sọ pé èyí tí a gbélé rọ.
You will see them coming out big.
Ẹ wà rí tí wọ́n tóbi gbàngbà.
Have you seen some pawpaw that are looking so big?
Ṣé ẹ ti rí àwọn ìbẹ́pẹ tó tóbi gbàngbà?
I saw one guava.
Mo rí gúrọ́fà kan.
What's the name of that town?
Ìlú wo ni kí ni orúkọ ìlú yìí?
Ìjàrá Ìṣin.
Ní ìlú Ìjàrá Ìṣin.
Ìjàrá Ìṣin.
Ní ìlú Ìjàrá Ìṣin.
From it's in Kwara State.
Ní ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara ló wà.
That guava.
Gúrọ́fà yìí.
It's massive.
Ó tóbi lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
In fact, I brought the seed, but I didn't succeed in raising it.
Mo mú
Guavas
irúgbìn rẹ̀ wá.
as big as this.
Gúrọ́fà yìí ó tóbi tó báyìí.
They must have picked the wild cultivar.
Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ ti gbọ́dọ̀ láti mú láti inú
Get to
irúgbìn tí ń
Benue
gbẹ́
State.
láti ìpínlẹ̀ Benue.
If you get to Benue
Tó o bá dé
State,
ìpínlẹ̀ Benue.
you will meet this mango they call St. Peter's.
Ẹ ó rí èso mọ́ngòrò tá à ń pè ní ti Pétérù mímọ́.
I don't know why they call it St. Peter's.
Mi ò mọ̀ tí ẹ fi ń pè ìdí tí ẹ fi ń pè ní ti Pétérù mímọ́.
In fact, I carried the seedling from Makurdi 1 year to
Mo mú irúgbìn
plant in Ibadan.
Mo mú irúgbìn wá láti Makurdi pé kí n wá gbé nìbàdàn.
But people kill it for me.
Àwọn ènìyàn bá mi pa.
I drove from Makurdi straight to where I will go and plant it.
Mo wa mọ́tò lọ tààrà síbi tí mo ti lọ gbìn.
It survived, but eventually they mismanaged it and it died.
Ó kọ́kọ́ yè ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó yá àwọn ìtọ́jú ẹ̀ dáadáa ó wá
The
kú.
fruit is massive.
Èso yìí máa tóbi o. Ó tóbi.
You have to carry it with 2 hands.
Ọwọ́ rẹ méjì ló fi gbé.
Mango.
Mọ́ngòrò.
Unfortunately, I don't take mango.
Èmi ò sì wá jẹ mọ́ngòrò. Ó ṣe ní láàrún.
I brought it for my wife.
Mo rí ni wá nítorí fún ìyàwó mi.
My wife is an expert.
Torí pé àwọn máa jẹ dáadáa.
I used to take mango too, but
Èmi náà máa ń jẹ mọ́ngòrò ṣùgbọ́n
I promised God
mo
that I won't take it again.
pé mo ní jẹ́ mọ́.
I follow people to go and pluck mango.
Mo tẹ̀lé àwọn èèyàn láti lọ ká mọ́ngòrò.
I left school
Mo kúrò ní skul nílé ìwé.
and the owner came with Dane gun.
Ẹni tó lóko wọ́n bá gbé ìkan sàkàbùlàdé.
All of us scattered
Gbogbo wa la fọ́nká.
in different directions.
Kálukú ibi tó rí ni kálukú ló gbà
I
lọ.
hid myself.
Ibi tí mo wá farapamọ́
I
sí.
said, God,
Mo ní Olúwa.
if this man will not catch me today,
Tí ọwọ́ ọkùnrin tó gbé ìbọn ìdání ò bá ní bà mí lónìí.
I won't take mango again.
Ìyẹn jẹ mọ́ngòrò mọ́.
That was 1976.
Ní 1976
And
onímọ̀
since that day,
látọjọ́ náà
I just decided
mo ti pinnu.
it may be inside juice, so I could take it, but that I will pick mango fruit like this and eat it. So no.
Tí wọ́n bá ti lọ papọ̀ tó ti dolómi mo lè mú o ṣùgbọ́n kí n wá fọwọ́ mi mú mọ́ngòrò kí n tó jẹ́ mọ́ rárá.
When I buy it for my wife,
Tí n bá rà á mo rà á fún ìyàwó mi.
and you know,
Ẹ̀sìn mọ̀
Paul said,
Paul wípé
we Jews,
àwa Júù
we are the olive tree,
àwa ní òróró ólífì.
correct olive.
Òróró tí ó yẹ tí ó sì ibi òróró tó yẹ ti tòótọ́.
But you
Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin
are wild olive trees.
ẹ jẹ́ igi òróró ìgbẹ́.
Àbíkẹ́ bá ń pè ní igi òróró ẹ̀hàn náà.
Igi òróró ẹ̀hànà.
God
Ọlọ́run
tore the correct tree off
ó fa igi òróró tòótọ́ ya
and grafted you.
ó wá lọ́ ọmọ.
And now you partake of the fatness of the correct olive tree.
ní ìsìn ẹ wá jẹ́ alábàápín nínú igi òróró èyí tí ó
It is
gbẹ́gbẹ́ tó
the
tọ́.
root that bear you.
gbòǹgbò
No,
ló rù yín.
you are not the one bearing the tree.
ìwọ gan-an kọ́ ni ó wù.
If God does not blink his eyes
tí ọlọ́run ò bá ṣẹ́ ojú rẹ̀
before he tore off the correct branch,
kó tó di pé ó fa ẹ̀ka igi òróró tòótọ́ ya,
do you think he will think twice
ṣé ẹ wá rò pé yóò rò lẹ́ẹ̀mejì
to tear you off
láti fa ọ ya pẹ̀lú
if you misbehave?
tí ẹ bá sì wà hù.
Our salvation is so beautiful.
ìgbàlá wa ó rẹwà.
So I was surprised.
ó wá yà mí lẹ́nu
Right in the days of Moses,
láti àkókò Mósè
when it was still not sure
nígbà tí ó sì ti dájú
that salvation will be extended to the
pé
Gentiles,
ìgbàlà yìí yóò kan àwa
the
kèfèrí.
Lord enshrined it in the law.
ọlọ́run ti kọ sínú ìwé òfin.
When you go to the hill country to go and cut down branches of trees to make boots,
nígbà tí ẹ bá lọ sí inú igbó láti lọ gé àwọn igi táwọn fi pa
number
àgbẹ̀.
one is the olive tree.
àkọ́kọ́ ni igi olive.
Number two, the wild olive tree.
èkejì ni igi ti inú ìgbẹ́ ẹ̀hànà.
Oh, I said, Lord,
mo ní olúwa
so you thought about me.
so ẹ ti rò nípa mi
That I'll be part of this tabernacle.
pé wọ́n wà lára àgọ́ yìí.
Material to be used for this tabernacle.
àwọn ohun tí a lò láti kọ́ àgọ́ yìí.
I remember right in Egypt,
mo rántí pé láti ilẹ̀ íjíbítì
when the Passover was to be held, the first ever,
àjọ ìrékọjá níwọ̀n ìgbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe lákòókò.
the Lord said to Moses,
olúwa sọ fún Mósè
tell the people of Israel,
sọ fún àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì
they should take a lamb
pé kí wọ́n mú ọ̀dọ́
per
àgùntàn
family.
fún ìdílé kọ̀ọ̀kan.
And then suddenly,
lójijì
he said,
ó ń pé
or a goat, if there is no lamb.
tàbí ewúrẹ́ tí ò bá ti sí àgùntàn.
I said, Lord,
mo ní olúwa
you thought about me.
ẹ ronú pa mi.
The goat, the chief goat,
ewúrẹ́ olórí ewúrẹ́.
that I will be relevant in the matter of salvation.
pé ọ̀tẹ̀mí náà ọ̀rọ̀ mi yóò wà ní ìbámu wọ́n níbi ipa tí wọ́n kò ní ti ìgbàlà.
Not only the lamb,
kì í ṣe ọ̀dọ́ àgùntàn nìkan
even the goat.
ewúrẹ́ pẹ̀lú.
You see the wisdom of the Most High God.
ẹ wo ọgbọ́n olúwa ọlọ́run ọ̀gá ògo.
You see his foresight.
ẹ wo ìwòye rẹ̀
ọkàn.
ọkàn rẹ̀ ìwò ọkàn rẹ̀.
Take branches,
ẹ mú àwọn ẹ̀ka
olive trees.
ti òróró.
Take branches
ẹ mú àwọn ẹ̀ka
of wild olive.
tí í ṣe ti igi òróró ẹ̀hànà.
I am back in Nehemiah chapter 8 now.
mo ti padà sí Nehemiah orí ìkẹjọ báyìí.
Are you there with me now?
ṣé ẹ ti wà ní Nehemiah orí ìkẹjọ.
All right. And mighty branches and palm branches and branches of thick trees. I'm in verse 15.
pé kí ẹ fún
No.
kí ẹ jáde lọ sí orí òkè kí ẹ sì mú ẹ̀ka igi ólífì ẹ̀ka igi pínè ẹ̀ka igi málítì
Yes, I've read so.
ìmọ̀ ọ̀pẹ
Yes.
àti ẹ̀ka igi tí ó tóbi
Good.
láti ṣe àgọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti kọ́.
I cannot study each of these three with you.
a ò lè jọ wò papọ̀ ní àkókò yìí àwọn igi kọ̀ọ̀kan.
The two that are important to me,
àwọn méjì nínú wọn tó ṣe pàtàkì sí mi.
the olive and the wild olive.
òun ni ti igi ólífì àti ti inú ìgbẹ́ igi ólífì ti inú ìgbẹ́.
While I was talking about Miriam,
nígbà tí mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Míríánì
Miriam. It's Miriam.
Míríámù.
In the first part of this meeting,
Ní abala àkọ́kọ́ ìpàdé yìí,
I quoted, is it Revelation 15:20? I mean, Exodus 15:20 now,
Ẹ́xódù orí
or 17:20?
orí kẹtàdínlógún ẹsẹ̀ ogún.
Is it 15:20? Something around that point. And then we saw that Miriam was the sister of Aaron.
Àwa rí i pé Míríámù òun ni arábìnrin Áárónì.
The understanding that brought to me
Òye tí eléyìí fún mi
is that
òun ni pé
though Moses was also a brother to Miriam,
bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé Mósè pẹ̀lú ó jẹ́ arákùnrin Míríámù,
yet
síbẹ̀
the only brother that the Bible recognized that Miriam had was Aaron.
Áárónì nìkan ni Bíbélì fi hàn wá pé ó jẹ́ arákùnrin Míríámù
Tí Bíbélì dámọ̀.
tó dámọ̀ bí arákùnrin Áárónì.
It meant to me,
Ó túmọ̀ sí pé fún mi,
even though she had another brother,
ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó ní arákùnrin míì,
but that brother is a silent brother.
ṣùgbọ́n arákùnrin yìí kì í pariwo.
The only prominent brother
Arákùnrin tó gbajúgbajà
was Aaron the high priest.
òun ni Áárónì olórí àlùfáà.
And I tell you
Mo sì sọ fún yín
that
pé
we have a brother.
a ní arákùnrin,
He is the head of all brothers.
òun ni olórí gbogbo àwọn arákùnrin.
His name is Jesus.
Orúkọ rẹ̀ ni Jésù.
Every other brother
Gbogbo àwọn arákùnrin míì
comes under him.
wọ́n wá sí àní abẹ́ rẹ̀.
That's why we started from Isaiah chapter 4.
Ìdí nìyí tá a fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti Àìsáyà orí ìkẹrin.
There was a need for us to know that there is a tabernacle.
Ó pọn dandan fún wa láti mọ̀ pé àgọ́ kan bẹ.
He is the head tabernacle.
Ó ní orí àgọ́ yìí.
He is the chief of the tabernacle.
Ó ní olórí àgọ́ yìí.
He is the tabernacle that serves as a shadow for us in the time of heat.
Ó jẹ́ àgọ́ tó ṣàpẹẹrẹ ibi ààbò fún wa ní àkókò ooru.
When I start to read Zechariah, I may be speaking into that.
Nígbà tí mo bá ń ka ìwé Sakaraya wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀
But
nípa
not
èyí.
now.
Kì í ṣe ìsinyìí.
But what I've started this morning
Ohun tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí
is a journey.
ó jẹ́ ìrìn àjò.
I'll be speaking much more, but we'll be praying.
Wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ a ó sì tún máa gbàdúrà.
That the head tabernacle
Pé orí àgọ́ yìí
is the tabernacle that serves as a place of refuge.
ó jẹ́ àgọ́ tó dúró fún gẹ́gẹ́ bí ibi ààbò,
Ibi ìsádi.
ibi ìsádi.
The head tabernacle
Orí àgọ́ yìí
is a tabernacle that serves as a place of protection.
ó jẹ́ ibi ó ṣàpẹẹrẹ ibi ààbò.
That's what we read in Isaiah 4 verse 6.
Òun la kà nínú ìwé Àìsáyà orí ìkẹrin ẹsẹ̀ kẹfà.
At a point, study it again.
Ní àkókò àgbà kan nígbà tá à ń wò ó.
At a point, we will study it again.
Nígbà tó bá tó àkókò a ó tún wò ó.
If the Lord will allow me to do so.
Tí Ọlọ́run bá gbá ààyè.
Especially for those who are just joining us.
Nítorí pàápàá jùlọ nítorí àwọn tó ṣe bàrà.
So that we can connect very well.
Kó bá kábàá lè ní ìsopọ̀.
And you know, the Lord in the last few hours of prayer have been emphasizing the Lordship of Jesus.
Ọlọ́run ti ṣe àtẹnumọ́ ìjẹ́ Olúwa Jésù Kristi ní àwọn àkókò àdúrà.
The headship of Jesus.
Ìjẹ́ olórí Jésù Olúwa.
And that nothing works without him.
Àti pé kò sóhun tó lè ṣiṣẹ́ láìsí rẹ̀.
Is the only one that the Lord has shown unto us.
Òun náà ní ẹnìkan tí Ọlọ́run bàbá ti fi hàn fún wa.
And that's the person we must follow.
òun náà sì ni ẹni náà tí a gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ̀lé.
His example is the only example accepted before the Father.
òun náà ni àpẹẹrẹ kan ṣoṣo tí ó tẹ́ ní ìtẹ́wọ́gbà níwájú bàbá.
And it will not be correct for you to try any other thing.
kò ní dára fún ọ kó o gbìyànjú nǹkan míì.
Because it will surely fail.
torí pé yóò kùnà.
Now, having understood that there is a tabernacle,
lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí a ti ní òye wípé àgọ́ kan bẹ.
it's for shadow or shade,
ó wà fún ibi òjìji.
for refuge,
fún ibi ìsájú.
and for protection.
àti fún bí ààbò.
Yet, on a yearly basis,
síbẹ̀ lọ́dọọdún.
Israel were allowed to make tabernacles.
à ń gbààyè fún ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì láti ṣe àwọn àgọ́.
And they use these specified materials
wọ́n sì lo àwọn ohun èlò tó pa yà sọ́tọ̀.
to make the booths.
láti ṣe ibi àgọ́.
Put it on the roof of their house, because most of them will build the houses with flat roofs.
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló máa ń kọ́ ilé tí orí rẹ̀ tí ó ṣe pẹ́tẹ́rẹ́ wọ́n wàá gbé sí orí rẹ̀.
Some at their backyard,
àwọn míì wọ́n gbé sí ẹ̀yìn kùlé.
some in the court of their compound,
àwọn kan wà tó pé nínú àárín ilé tí wọ́n kọ́.
some on the street,
àwọn kan ní òpópónà.
some in the court of the temple.
àwọn kan ní àyíká tẹ́ḿpìlì.
And the announcement will be made throughout the towns and the city of Jerusalem.
wọ́n sì wá ṣe ìkéde rẹ̀ ní gbogbo ìlú àti Jerusalem.
Everybody should come out of his or her own house
pé kí ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan kó jáde kúrò nínú ilé rẹ̀.
and come and dwell inside the booth.
pé kó wá gbé nínú àgọ́ yìí.
They will leave the comfort of their homes
wọ́n kúrò ní ibi tí ó jẹ́ ìgbádùn ní ilé wọn.
and live in this booth.
wọ́n sì gbé nínú àgọ́ yìí.
While we are looking at that at the first part of this meeting,
nígbà táwọn wo èyí ní àyípa àkọ́kọ́.
we came to that point where we said,
adé agbègbè tí a wí pé
within 7 days,
láàrin ọjọ́ méje
they will notice that the leaves they used as roof
wọ́n rí pé ewé tí wọ́n lò gẹ́gẹ́ bí òrùlé
is beginning to dry,
ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í gbẹ.
and sun is beginning to penetrate into the booth.
àti pé òòrùn ti ń wọlé sí inú àgọ́ yìí.
A sign and a confirmation of the temporariness of the booth.
eléyìí ṣe àpẹẹrẹ ìwà díẹ̀ àti àkókò díẹ̀ tí àwọn àgọ́ yìí ní.
It is to be a reminder
ó yẹ kó jẹ́ ìrántí
for Israel
fún Ísírẹ́lì
that no matter how much buildings they had,
pé kò nílò kò sí bí irú ilé tí wọ́n ṣe ní kó ṣe rí tó.
no matter how comfortable they are in their
kò
homes,
sí bí ara ṣe lè rọ̀ wọ́n tó ní ilé tí wọ́n ń gbé.
truth is
òtítọ́ ọbẹ̀ ni pé
they are pilgrims here,
wọ́n jẹ́ àtìpó níyìí.
and that in a short while
àti pé ní àìpẹ́
the leaves on their heads will wither.
ewé orí wọn yóò rẹ̀ yóò gbẹ dànù.
I think it was Odebode that was talking about grey hair the other time.
arákùnrin Ọdẹ́bọ̀dé ni wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ewu orí nígbà alákòókò kan.
If I leave my hair to grow too,
tèmi náà bá fi irun mi sílẹ̀ kó
you see a lot of gari there.
ẹ rí gàrí ńbẹ̀.
It's a sign that the leaves are getting dry.
ó túmọ̀ sí pé ewé ti ń rẹ̀ ó ti ń gbẹ ni.
They are changing colors.
wọ́n ti ń yí àwọ̀ padà.
It's an announcement of the temporariness of life here.
ó ń ṣàpẹẹrẹ àkókò díẹ̀ ta ní nínú ayé yìí.
No matter how much well you are doing,
kò sí bó o ṣe lè máa ṣe dáadáa tó.
no matter how great are your achievements,
kò sí bí ohun tó gbéṣẹ́ ṣe lè tóbi tó.
you have a boot
o ní àgọ́
that will soon dry.
èyí tí ò ní pẹ́ gbẹ.
I have a boot
èmi pẹ̀lú mo ní àgọ́
that will soon dry.
èyí tí ò ní pẹ́ gbẹ.
In few years' time,
ní ọdún díẹ̀ sí àkókò yìí
I'll be 60.
wọ́n pé ẹni 60 ọdún.
Just in few years' time,
ní ọdún díẹ̀ sí àkókò yìí
I look at some of our great elders.
mo máa ń wo àwọn alàgbà tí wọ́n wà níwájú.
I look at Brogbile.
mo máa ń wo arákùnrin
I
Gbélé.
remember when I first met him.
mo rántí ìgbà tí mo kọ́kọ́ pàdé wọn.
I look at him now.
mo wá wò wọ́n nísìn
I say, God,
ní Olúwa
I remember Pastor W.F. Kumuyi.
mo rántí olùṣọ́ àgùntàn Kúmúyì.
All of these men are still strong.
àwọn èèyàn yìí wọ́n sì tún ní agbára.
And I thank God for it.
mo sì dúpẹ́ fún wọn.
I looked at Ryan Bonke recently.
mo wo evangelist Bonke.
I said, wow.
mo ní ha.
He came to Lagos
ó wá sí ìlú Èkó.
for a farewell crusade.
ó jẹ́ ìsọjí ìdágbére.
I asked questions.
wọ́n béèrè ìbéèrè.
Myself and the brethren were praying about it.
àwọn ará sì ń gbàdúrà nípa rẹ̀.
Myself and the brethren
èmi àti àwọn ń gbàdúrà nípa rẹ̀.
praying about it. I was asking questions.
mo ń béèrè.
Why should it be in Nigeria
kí nìdí tó fi jẹ́ pé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n wá
to do the farewell crusade?
láti ṣe ìsọjí ìdágbére?
He handed over
wọ́n fà lé ẹlòmíì
in Nigeria.
lọ́wọ́ nínú orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà.
I was shocked that he did it in the 11th month,
ó wá yà mí lẹ́nu pé wọ́n ṣe é ní oṣù kọkànlá
on the 11th day.
ní ọjọ́ kọkànlá.
I was shocked
ó yà mí lẹ́nu
that where he came to locate the crusade ground
pé ibi tí wọ́n ti wá ṣe ìsọjí yìí
was not actually in Lagos.
kì í ṣe ní ìlú Èkó
It
gangan.
was in Ogun State,
ó jẹ́ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn.
opposite Opik.
ó dojúkọ Opik.
It was strange also.
ó ṣàjèjì
By
bákan
the
náà
time he was doing the handing over
pé àkókò tí wọ́n ṣe ìfàlẹ́
was
lọ́wọ́
the day we had the first discipleship class in Lagos.
pé ó jẹ́ ọjọ́ tí a kọ́kọ́ ṣe ìpàdé ìsọnídọ́mọ nílùú Èkó.
Interestingly,
ó
it
dùn.
was opposite where we were holding the meeting.
ó wá jẹ́ ìdàkẹ́ òdìkejì ibi tá a ti ń ṣe ìpàdé.
I was asking the brethren,
wọ́n á bí àwọn ará léèrè
are we not in trouble?
ṣé ìṣepá wà nínú wàhálà báyìí?
Is it not a sign
ṣé kìí ṣe àmì
we're in the 11th hour
pé a ti wà ní wákàtí kọkànlá
and this man has come
ọkùnrin sì ti wá
to remove it from his own neck?
láti bọ́ kúrò lọ́rùn ara rẹ̀?
I have finished my race.
ibi ti parí eré
The
ìje.
last 1 hour is in
àkókò
your
tó kàn
hand.
àkókò tó
I
kàn
have
ọ̀bẹ
given you
lọ́rùn.
the baton,
èmi ti fi pé òfin sáré lé lọ́wọ́
the last leg.
ìgbésẹ̀ tó kàn.
I looked at this man.
ni wọ́n wo àwọn èèyàn yìí.
I said, Lord,
wọ́n ní Olúwa
aren't you saying something?
ṣé kìí ṣe pé ń sọ nǹkan kan?
Are we going to be blind?
ṣé àwa fọ́jú síbẹ̀ ni?
Why did we choose Lagos?
kí nìdí tí wọ́n fi yan ìlú Èkó?
Why Nigeria?
kí ló dé tó fi jẹ́ Nàìjíríà?
Why now?
kí nìdí tó fi jẹ́ àkókò yìí?
And you know when he was preaching the last message,
ẹ sì wo nígbà tí wọ́n ń wa ìwàásù tó kàn.
I was watching him live.
mò ń wò wọ́n mo wà ń bẹ̀.
We have returned from Lagos.
a ti padà dé láti Èkó.
Stephen was in my house
Stephen ń bẹ nínú ilé mi.
and it was getting late.
ilẹ̀ sì ti ń ṣú.
She said he's going home.
ó lóun lọ sílé.
Maybe around 9 o'clock or after 9 in the night.
bí aago mẹ́sàn-án tàbí jọ kọjá aago mẹ́sàn-án
As
lálẹ́.
Stephen left,
bí Stephen ṣe lọ
then suddenly
lójijì
Riyambonki just enter into Amos.
Rehoboam ó kàn dáṣẹ wọnú ìwé Ámósì.
So even if it's 2 legs,
pé tó bá ṣe ẹsẹ̀
or
méjì
an ear of a lamb,
tàbí
I will
etí
get to rescue
àgùntàn
Samaria.
síbẹ̀ èmi ó gba Samaria.
I call Stephen, come back.
mo wá pe Stephen padà wá gbọ́.
Can't go home.
o ò lè lọ ilé.
It's not my ear alone that will hear
kì í
this.
ṣe tí èmi nìkan ní ọgbọ eléyìí.
Because that was a scripture
torí pé èyí jẹ́ bíbélì.
the Lord raised among us.
èyí tí Ọlọ́run gbé
When
dìde
we
láàrin
had
wa.
the first discipleship retreat in Lagos.
nígbà tí à ń ṣe ìpàdé ìjọmọ lẹ́yìn
And
lákòókò
we're looking
nínú
at
Èkó.
Lagos as Samaria.
a sì ń wo Èkó gẹ́gẹ́ bí Samaria.
That even though it has been battered,
ó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó ti bàjẹ́.
God said even if it's 2 legs of a lamb,
Olúwa sọ pé tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹsẹ̀ àgùntàn méjì péré ló
I
kù.
will yet rescue Samaria.
síbẹ̀ èmi ó gba Samaria là.
I don't know how that God's servant entered into that scripture.
èmi ò mọ̀ bí ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ṣe sopọ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀sẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run
I
yìí.
was shattered.
mo ìmọ̀ tí mo
I
ṣe.
went into my room.
mo
to
sáwọ
cry.
yàrá mi lọ. mo ké.
Brother,
ará,
if anything went wrong this last leg,
tó ń kó ń bá kùnà ní ìgbésẹ̀ tó kàn yìí,
will waste the effort of faithful fathers.
a ó fi iṣẹ́ tí àwọn bàbá ti ṣe ṣáájú ṣòfò.
We have collected too dangerous a work.
àti gba iṣẹ́ tó léwu lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
I wish I came earlier
ó wù mí kí n tètè dé
so that I would have finished too.
kí èmi náà bá ti lè parí báyìí kí n máa lọ.
And I will say, Thor, it's in your hand.
kí n má sọ pé kò mo fà lé lọ́wọ́ ẹ máa yanjú ìtókù.
Ria Bonke said, I have finished.
Ria Bonke sọ pé mo ti parí.
He poured his life in Africa.
wọ́n tú ayé wọn wọ́n lo gbogbo ayé wọn sí
I used
orílẹ̀-èdè
to
Áfíríkà.
know him as a young man.
mo mọ̀ wọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀dọ́.
When I saw him,
ìgbà tí mo wá rí wọn,
he's looking fragile now.
àárẹ̀ ti mú àgọ́ ara.
Still strong, but you
wọ́n
could
sì
see
lágbára ṣùgbọ́n ẹ ò rí
that the tabernacle is withering.
pé àgọ́ yìí ó ti ń rẹ̀ ó ti ń gbẹ.
The leaves are withering.
ewé ti ń gbẹ àwọn ewé ti ń gbẹ.
All the black hair and the full
gbogbo àwọn dúdú tó kún tẹ́lẹ̀
is looking scanty.
àwọn á ti di gàtàgàtà lórí báyìí.
He poured his life.
wọ́n tú gbogbo ayé wọn jáde.
He spent his days.
gbogbo ọjọ́ wọn ni wọ́n lò.
He spent his energy.
wọ́n lo gbogbo agbára wọn.
He spent his money.
wọ́n lo gbogbo owó wọn.
Everything that he had, he poured.
ohun gbogbo tí wọ́n ní òní wọ́n tú
Even as he
sílẹ̀.
was preaching the last,
nígbà tí wọ́n wá ìwàásù tó kàn,
it was a gospel.
ó jẹ́ ìrere
It was about Jesus.
nípa Jésù náà ni.
I said, Lord,
nínú Olúwa
you helped a man like this.
tó o bá lè ran irú èèyàn báyìí lọ́wọ́,
Please help me.
ràn mí náà lọ́wọ́.
Stand to your feet.
ẹ dìde lórí ẹsẹ̀ yín.
I want you to call upon the Lord.
mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ ké pe Olúwa.
We must not fail.
a gbọ́dọ̀ kùnà.
We mustn't disappoint.
a gbọ́dọ̀ já náà kulẹ̀.
Where shall we turn our faces
ibo la ó kọjú wá sí.
if we waste such efforts?
tí a bá fi àwọn iṣẹ́ ìṣòfò.
If we waste such labor
tí a bá fi àwọn iṣẹ́ ìṣòfò.
and we won't realize that we live in booths
tí àwa sì mọ̀ pé à ń gbé nínú àgọ́.
and we are not having permanent structures here.
a ò sì ní ilé tó wà títí láì níyìí.
Won't you beg God for your own life
so wà ní bí Ọlọ́run fún ayé rẹ
to help you
láti ràn ọ́ lọ́wọ́.
not to waste this last race?
láti má ṣe fi eré tó kàn yín eré tó kàn yín ṣòfò.
One more hour,
wákàtí kan ló kù.
our master will be here.
ọ̀gá wa yóò dé.
Just one more hour,
wákàtí kan ló mọ̀ kú.
our Lord will be here.
Olúwa wa ó dé.
Just one more hour,
wákàtí kan péré.
our own King will be here.
ọba wa yóò wá sí
Just
yìí.
one more hour,
wákàtí kan péré.
captain of our salvation will be here.
olórí ìgbàlà wa ó
Just
bọ̀.
one more hour,
wákàtí kan péré.
the one who is the shepherd of our soul, the bishop of our soul will be here.
ẹni tó jẹ́ olùṣọ́ àgùntàn ọkàn wa yóò dé.
Won't you call upon the Lord
ó wà ní ìpèpè Olúwa
to help you?
láti ràn ọ́ lọ́wọ́.
Won't you call him
sọ ní képe
not to disappoint him?
láti má ṣe ja okùn kúrò ní jàkúrò.
Won't you call him
sọ ní képe
not to waste great labors?
láti má fi àwọn iṣẹ́ akọni tí wọ́n ti ṣe ṣòfò.
They have dropped it
wọ́n ti jù fún ti fi sílẹ̀.
on our neck
wọ́n ti jù sórí ìwòsàn wa.
and they are saying they are going.
wọ́n sì ń sọ fún wa pé àwọn ń lọ.
All leaders,
gbogbo àwọn olórí yìí,
great leaders
àwọn adarí ńláńlá yìí,
were present.
wọ́n ń bẹ ní ìjókòó.
Akumoyi was there.
bàbá Kúmúyì ń bẹ lórí ìjókòó.
Oboye was there.
bàbá Adébóyè ń bẹ ń bẹ.
These are great generals.
àwọn èèyàn wọn jẹ́ akọni
They were
ogun.
there
wọ́n ń bẹ níbẹ̀.
and they are looking old.
wọ́n ti ń wò bí arúgbó.
They are going.
wọ́n ń lọ.
They are going. We are not asking them to go yet.
a sọ pé ká máa lọ ní ìsìn.
Because our hands are yet weak.
torí pé àárẹ̀ sì mọ́ wá.
Our limbs are yet fragile.
ẹsẹ̀ wa ò sì tí ì lágbára tó.
But we can't hold them down forever.
ṣùgbọ́n a ò lè dè wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ títí láé.
When the one who called them
nígbà tí ẹni náà tó pè wọ́n.
decide to call them home,
tó bá pinnu láti pè
we
wọ́n
will
sílé.
do nothing about it.
kò sí nǹkan tá a ṣe
We
sí.
may cry and wail,
a lè sunkún ká
but that
gbọ́dọ̀.
won't change God's mind.
èlé ò ní yí ọkàn náà
But
padà.
my challenge here
ìpèníjà lónìí.
is, what will I do
ó ní kí ni wọ́n ṣe.
with the baton in my hand?
pẹ̀lú èyí tí wọ́n fi sáré tá a fi lé mi lọ́wọ́ yìí.
Lord, you have to help me.
olúwa gbọ́dọ̀ ràn mí lọ́wọ́.
Jehovah,
olódùmarè
you have to help me.
o gbọ́dọ̀ ràn mí lọ́wọ́.
You have to help me.
o gbọ́dọ̀ ràn mí lọ́wọ́.
I hold to the horn of the altar.
mo dìrọ̀ mọ́ pẹpẹ.
Lord Jesus,
jésù olúwa
bring your help upon my life.
mú ìrànlọ́wọ́ rẹ wá sí ayé mi.
I am very unpredictable.
a lè sọ bí mo sin tí mo lè ṣe.
I am very weak.
mo jẹ́ aláìlágbára.
I am very foolish.
mi ò mọ nǹkan kan.
But Lord,
ṣùgbọ́n olúwa
won't you come and help me?
sóòní wá ràn mí lọ́wọ́ ni.
Won't you bring your strength to bear upon my weakness?
sóòní wá mú okun rẹ wá sí ara mi tí ó
Won't
lágbára
you be
yìí.
my wisdom?
sóòwá ní jẹ́ ọgbọ́n mi ni.
Won't you be my strength?
sóòní jẹ́ okun mi ni.
Won't you be my grace?
sóòní jẹ́ orí ọ̀fẹ́ mi ni.
Won't you be all that I need?
sóòní jẹ́ ohun gbogbo tí mo nílò
In
yìí.
order not to waste the effort of your faithful servant.
fún ọ láti má lè sọ gbogbo iṣẹ́ táwọn akọni ti ṣe.
Lord Jesus,
jésù olúwa
please come to help me.
jọ̀wọ́ wá láti wá ràn mí lọ́wọ́.
Come to help me.
wá láti wá ràn mí lọ́wọ́.
Oh, that I may know
kí n bá a lè mọ̀.
that I dwell in booths.
pé èmi ń gbé nínú
I do
àgọ́.
not have an enduring home here.
èmi ò ní ilé tí wọ́n gbé tí mò ń gbé títí nìyí.
Very soon,
láìpẹ́
I will bid this earth farewell.
wọ́n sọ pé òdìgbò ṣe fún ayé yìí.
For Lord,
ṣùgbọ́n olúwa
will I have played my part?
ṣé wọ́n á ti sa ipá tèmi.
Will I have